Okay, I hope we got a recording going here. Like I said, I'm using Shadowplay to record this, and it can be a little touchy at times. But anyways, we're gonna watch a little battle here. I have Spartan. You can see it's labeled Spartan box in my inventory, but you probably know what they're gonna do off the bat, based off that name, but it is still an interesting battle. Hence, why we're gonna watch it. And I'm gonna let this load for a second. You can see the troops I have, Syrian archers, Legion. We can't really see them right now. I'll show you on the field. But I'll tell you what the overall game plan was.
Men, I have
As we listen to the general, I always like doing that.
And brought you to this place for battle. I now give you over into the care of the gods, who will grant us victory against our vile foes. Make ready
for Rome! Quick march! Advance at speed! It's me!
And I always like listening to the general before the battle, mainly because in Rome 1, they used to give you some decent battle advice. And this one seems to be more about, you know, little giggles and laughs, but hey, it is what it is. And if that's what generals were, if that's what Caesar was saying before his battles, then he must have been saying something right. But again, I don't have that DLC. I'm poor. And we do not have Caesar at the moment, so do not get it confused. Thank you.
At the double!
Sorry about that. I had to move something while we're doing this little recording, and it was a little apropos, if I'm using that correct. But anyways, my army, 1, 2, 3, 4 Principes, 1, 2, 3, backed up by 3 armored legions, 4 armored legions, 1 auxiliary, 2 auxiliary. I got a decent amount of cav, more cav than I usually bring, that you'll notice in other battle videos that I'll upload. 1, for the fact that it's Sparta, and I know that a prolonged infantry engagement with all the Spartans he's most likely brought will take a while for my troops to win, but they should inevitably win, in my opinion, unless the Spartan, he's just got, you know, really super strong Spartans. You know, he's gonna box out. We already know that from the name. But we see what I have. Most of my killing power is in my second line of infantry. They're armored legionaries, but the Principes have a fair amount of killing power by themselves. And the auxiliary and Syrians gonna be taking out any other slingers or any kind of missile fire troops they're gonna have over here. And right now, I'm just moving my horses around, trying to see if I can pull one unit away, get them isolated, or do something like that, or just see where everything is. Because I thought they would try and get on top of the hill to be fighting a downhill battle, but nothing. So, just gonna keep moving my cav around. I don't know why that cav, I told them to move here. I must have them on one grouping. But if anything, they should be able to beat that citizen cav, in my opinion. Both of them together. Yeah. But as you can see, the troops we can see of his: 1 Royal Spartan, 2 Royal Spartan, 3 pikemen, Spartans. 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 citizen cav, more Royal Spartans. 5 Royal Spartans and 2 Spartan pikes, with 1, 2, 3, 4 helot slingers, and then 3. There's one more cav unit. I'm pretty sure it would be 4 cav. Yeah, there it is. So he didn't take advantage of the hill that he had, which in my opinion he should have, because from where we started, he only had to move
The
maybe
gods.
50 yards in the game. Like, you know, you just had to move up the hill. Whereas I had to move across this whole little fucking valley if I wanted to get near it. And plus that rock would have been good to have his slingers right behind that rock's shooting, because then my guys would not have been able to hit him. But that rock is changing shape as we go in and down. But it's just because as I zoom out, the graphic settings aren't set up so when you're zoomed away, it won't be as much lag. But I'll go ahead and fast forward this because it is taking a while to move these heavy Roman infantry to position. And as you can see, his horses are going to start moving up. We'll play it out and see what happens. Ooh, a lot of Pile fire. I don't know why I formed a Testudo at the last second, but I do have my auxiliary infantry right here. And they will be ready to... Well, they're kind of behind the battle line, so that's not good. I have one horse unit kind of trapped, but they're pulling out now. Archers are getting some shots off. I don't know if they have 5, 8, 7. Some decent kills getting ready to go. But now I have my 2 other horses cutting their retreat off. So really, they're not going to have any mobility after these horses are gone. And that's what I'm trying to really focus on right now. Even though this would be a prolonged cav fight, because we both don't have the best cav in my opinion. I don't know which cav is really better. Don't fucking kill me on that. I mean, I might... Oh yeah, I brought 1 legionary cav, which will definitely... Or there's 2... Oh no, they're all legionary. My bad. I thought I had 1 higher cav. But it looks like half of the legionary cav is not engaged. But anyways, my archer's about to start getting into them and gonna pull my horses out because these guys are gonna start falling like flies. 45, 22, 27, 32, yeah, it's not going to be good in a minute. But this is still more of a skirmishing part, so we'll keep pushing forward. Finally bringing up my general. You can see it's still taking a little bit of arrow fire to get these guys, because they have a decent amount of armor for citizen cav. You know, it's just their prolonged, you know, being in a melee engagement ain't that great. You know, they have great defense and everything else, but their attacking stats are what's lacking. You know, they're better for holding units and keeping them from being able to engage in a better fight for him, you know. Like his cav, if he would have spaced it out more and been able to get maybe 2 of my cav units to pin up 1, to where he would have had 2 free cav units to move around and come get at these skirmishers, it would have been worth it sacrificing them. But sacrificing them and not really having an end result of why you're doing it, you know, the kind of take away from the whole point of doing it. Usually a general sacrifice troops to gain an upper hand somehow for those lives aren't just wasted. But that's just my thinking. You know, a lot of people do it differently. Right now, I'm gonna get my guys up and at least, pretty sure, yeah, Prince Pays are up first, let them absorb whatever fire. Cause, what are these slingers? Well, they got a lot of fire, a lot of ammo, so 25, but these guys will take that fire. I think the Prince Pays will at least, and they'll die. But I don't know if they'll die. They have decent armor, but all I know is I'm gonna push the attack, move my guys up, get their Pile firing off, and then, you know, if stuff really starts going bad, these armored legionaries, I'm gonna have at least 2 of them free to flank and 2 of them to reinforce somewhere. So, because I got enough troops to meet him troop for troop here. 2 cheap ass spears, which I'll put them up against. Yeah, his Royal Spartans, but they're only there to hold, or I might just put them standing in front of them, because I don't necessarily need to fight them, they just need to keep them in that spot. Because one of these armored legionaries are going to be meant for that. Okay. So yeah, what I decided to do instead was move these guys up so they can throw their Pila. The Pila is going to make a big difference in their engagements. I don't know why I engaged them right away, they should have just been throwing their Pila. But I did. See, these guys are going to throw Pila and probably get some kills. I hope I move them in. But the thing is, though, immediately right after that, I'm going to have my horses, boom, come in from over here. They're going to come in and basically make this fight go a lot more in my favor, because these guys actually in the front are not doing that great because of the fact, look, they can't get up and into them, only on the sides a little bit, 1 or 2 getting through there, but for the most part they're being held back by the spikes, which is what the pikes are meant to do. You know, you never really want to engage a headlong fight like this. I should have had them just stand back and throw their pile and just stand there and keep them from moving, but I got my horses back here fast enough to where, you know, they were able to lose basically half their unit to hold those guys, which was kind of a waste in my opinion. I wasted it. And at this point, my opponent quits out because he knows he's surrounded, and putting himself in that corner wasn't the... It was probably the only thing he could do with the army he brought, but he should have taken the hill in my opinion, and that would have given him a way more advantageous fight type he had. Because in a flat ground fight like this, Rome will mop up. It's just what they do, you know. On a flat ground fight, if you're gonna go head to head, Rome will mop up. They're gonna outmaneuver, or they're gonna javelin you down. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units were still full strength Spartans, and they would have taken a while to die and gotten some decent more kills than what they had. But he just decided to quit out. And if you look, his cavalry did not. Like I said, he sacrificed them, but what did he do it for? He didn't really achieve anything else with the sacrifice. Maybe, I think he may have taken out a little bit of one of those units, and maybe he must have gotten to the archers a little bit, but not enough to affect them. And the slingers, right when my horses got back there, just ate them up. You know, it doesn't really reflect their kills because, you know, they still had some units left, but the guy quit out. But this was just a good game. Hopefully it's recorded good with my the shadow play I'm using, and I'll be uploading it later to YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Have a good one.